Hey all you lovely AI and art enthusiasts, welcome to the channel, Haze Sub. My name's Damen Clarke. Today we're going to be looking at 20 massively underrated art styles, style codes specifically to use within Midjourney. And if you don't know what a style code is or a style reference, it's real simple. Midjourney has over 4 billion, with a B, billion different art styles pre-built in, all by adding a unique number. And if you don't know what to do, it's real simple. All you do is prompt as normal, leave a space at the end of your prompt, put --sref, space again, followed by your unique number. You're going to get a consistent style that shows through perfect 99% of the time. Before you go racing off though, stay tuned to the end because I've got some bonus styles. You can blend up to 5 different style codes within Midjourney. I find it works best with 2, and I spend quite a bit of time playing about with them to take these awesome style codes that little bit further and come up with some really interesting results. To say this is going to level up your Midjourney game is a huge understatement. You're going to feel like you've got cheat modes activated, and I plan to be your go-to guide or unlimited ammo. I'm also giving away 2 free prompt packs and art styles and all the style codes from this video and the previous. Simply comment prompt down below and I'll send you a link for you to download it. I plan to give everything away for free. In the future I want to work on a website categorizing all the art styles. I'm working on a weekly newsletter with prompts and style codes exclusively. I'm not going to share anywhere else. All free, all for you guys. I have also put timestamps to all the style codes in the description down below, so if you want to come back to the video later and check them out, much easier for you. I've already rambled on way too much. It's time to sit back and relax just like this guy, and we'll get straight into the first style code. First one being Synthwave Twilight. I do like this one. It is more of an anime style, lots of nice pinks, purples and blues, deep reds. Can be slightly gorish at times, but not in the examples I've got. I have also designed the slides to be the perfect screenshot. If you're anything like me, you'll have God knows how many screenshots based off my experience, basically. So many channels I love, nothing but respect for them. They'd give me the inspiration to do this, but the text would be too small and this or that, and in this you've got a name to remember it by, some examples, the prompt, the style code, all in one for you to snap away at. Been having loads of fun playing about with Doomguy just lately. It is quite funny because it often gets him mixed up with like Halo suits, but yeah, the sort of synth gore effect on him really goes well with this style. But I'd mix it up a bit with a landscape example. That's still a great trick though if you want to know if an art style or style code's worth playing about with. Simple prompts such as portrait art or landscape art and you're going to get a gist of, yeah, I like that. Let's dive deeper. Next is Bronze CyberDream. Lots of nice beautiful golds, luminous yellows, really beautiful style. And that one on the right with the glasses and all the lights in the background. Really like that one. I love the reflections on the one on the right. I wanted to do like a hall of mirrors, but I'm having to be strict and not stray away or go down too many rabbit holes. For anyone that can notice the seed number, if you know what that means, then brilliant. If you don't, basically, that's locking in the job in its entirety within Midjourney. So if you copy that prompt exactly as it is in the same model as you see it on the screen, you will get the exact same images. You can use them however you want on your Shopify store, anything. I don't plan to gatekeep anything. And even no matter how many times you hit remix, it'll give you the same 4 images. If you want the usual Midjourney experience of being able to hit random, repeat loads of times, you get different images, just leave the seed number out, job done. This style code would go so well with a steampunk theme, but like I said, I'm not going down too many rabbit holes. I really want to do a cinematic trailer for Batman's Gotham by Gaslight. I think it would go so well, it would be unbelievable. But I don't currently have enough time on my hands, but I'm definitely going to come back and have a go. Next is Violent Fusion Nouveau. I do like this one. It has lots of nice striking pinks and purples, has almost like a t-shirt design, poster style, and it makes some pretty rad images. That one on the right has to be my favourite. This is another one that I could see myself getting lost with for quite some time. I love the nebula-like clouds on that one on the right. Pretty cool. I do need to mix up the subjects a bit. I keep sticking to the same old ones, the same faithfuls. So if you've got any cool subjects that have been working wicked for you guys, let me know down below and I'll add them in. I'm always looking to add more variety, mix it up a bit, more fun that way as well. I really wanted to do some maybe like circus subjects or even like some tarot cards or something with this style. I think that would look wicked, but I gotta be super strict because it's far too easy for me to get carried away. I can't be the only one, right? Before we carry on, if you've got any art styles or aesthetics or anything you're trying to achieve and you want to have it on easy mode with the perfect style code, let me know. It doesn't matter what it is. I will get back to you eventually in the comments with a couple of codes. Guarantee I've got it. I'm a little obsessive. I filled notepad and a half and I'll do my best to get back to you. Some fun style codes to achieve exactly that. Next is Pastel Glow Romance, and this is honest to God an absolutely breathtaking art style. Another sort of anime Niji style, but just look at those absolutely striking images. As you can see, it often adds like this radiant glow to it as well, and it goes so well with the pastel colour tone. Love the reflections in his helmet, and just the colour palette in general on this one is absolutely fantastic. Giant mech holding the railgun, these are quite nice as well. I really want to do some Final Fantasy characters or Final Fantasy summons. I think that would look wicked in this style. Might come back to it and have a play at another time. I know I have mentioned a few times, but it is so much fun to mix contrasting art styles with subjects. Like, you wouldn't think pastel pink style would work great with Doomguy, but it really does. Do like these, they're beautiful as well. I saw them and I immediately was like, it would be so cool to do a spaghetti western, like super action packed, maybe slightly gory gunslinger in this anime style. Be a lot of work, but definitely worth it. Next is Phantasmal Iridescent. Say that fast 3 times. But yeah, this is one of the first styles I played about with when I first got into Midjourney. I remember doing a samurai using those words, and it had like this Phantasmal Iridescent scales on his armor and everything. I was blown away, and to see just how much more it's improved. And you can literally just whack this code in, job done. Any subject has that effect. It's just really something. I like how the landscapes on these mech ones look like something out of the Outer Wilds. Maybe that's just me, but yeah, really nice touch. I like how it has almost like a spectre effect on these Doom guys. I wanted to do Fallen Angels. I wish I had more time to play about and stuff. You will find that like certain subjects go better with certain styles and fall a bit flat, as you'll see in a little bit. It's funny, as I was putting the video together, I was like, waterfalls would have been so much better for this landscape example, but these are pretty nice. I like what's done on the left. Really nice touch. Yeah, so this one is super interesting. Gossamer Ghostlight, really sort of translucent, high contrast, luminescent effect to it, and it makes some absolutely cracking images. So I've gone bigger with this video, and I've done 20 style codes to my previous 10. I've definitely bitten off way more than I can chew, so I'm going to be dropping it back down to 10. Way better for you guys then, because you get the videos more frequent, more often. I did take a holiday as well, but so I had a few weeks off, that's why it took longer. But I was secretly using Midjourney on the mobile with the --sref random, which is a great way to get a random style code. You can take it one step further and add --r or --repeat with however many you want. This will rinse your fast hours though, so be warned, but it's a great way. I got plenty of style codes to share, and we're working on a website and newsletter. So much more I want to do. So if you are enjoying the video and you want to help me get that one step closer, and wouldn't mind smashing the subscribe button, you'll make me very happy. And for anyone who has subscribed, I literally cannot thank you enough. I still think about the first 1 to 3 subscribers I got, and I'm still buzzing about that. So yeah, thanks to all of you, and I look forward to sharing more. Let's crack on. Next is Geiger Gothic-Core. Now, this one has real HR Geiger elements to it with certain subjects. Not so much in these portraits, but it's really gothic. Definitely wanted to do Batman in this one, but then I always want to do Batman. Who doesn't? I do like these astronauts. Has more of it, like I reckon, more of an alien theme, especially that one on the left. I did consider doing a Halloween style codes, but there's some super gory styles out there. One popped up when I was using random the other day that gave me shivers. Not really my thing, but this one's pretty cool. I'd love to see what you guys can come up with these style codes. I spent hours on the Midjourney Explore, X, you name it. I'd love to see what you come up with. I understand these are pretty basic, and there's so much more potential. Even just adding -- style raw, and you won't get the style come through as much, but it's so much fun. And if you didn't know, obviously the style weight as a standard is set to 100. You can go all the way up to 1000. So if the style's not quite coming through for you, you'd prompt as normal, everything you see on the screen, but then you would leave a space, put --SW, space again, and a number from 0 to 1000. I find if you're really trying to emphasize a style, anything between 400 to 600 is enough. But if you go all out and put 1000, it really shows off the style and you get some phenomenal results. Next is Supreme Cyberpunk, and I got way too excited when this one popped up. Like, my jaw physically went down. Just think ultimate cyberpunk, ultimate sci-fi, and it just has this, the effects on it are amazing, especially when you run it through an image upscaler. But let's take a look at these. Astronaut lost in space. So this is one of the ones that I was like, I have to blend this with something else. I went through numerous variations, and the one I paired it with is absolutely bonkers, and you'll see at the end of the video. You can take these one step further, and why style codes are just the way forward, the way to go. These sports cars are pretty cool as well. That one on the left is absolutely wicked. I love what it does with the landscapes as well. I've tried prompting for like neon signs and all that, and everything it does the background of this style code with cityscapes, and it's always hit and miss with this. It's perfect every time. So I thought I'd mix it up a bit and do some geishas. I have always, as I'm sure many have, wanted to go to Japan. I would literally love to live out there at least 6 months a year. I definitely want a holiday there and get a whole bunch of pictures, experience it, because it just looks otherworldly. Though these didn't quite come out as ghost towns, they give more of an abandoned petrol station, gas or sort of station on Mars, or a strange planet sort of vibe, but all the details to it are just really breathtaking. Next is vintage wet plate, sort of old school vintage wet plate photography effect. This one's really fun to play about with. It does often though put in cameras in the scene, so if you don't want that, you can always negative prompt, and if you don't know how to do that, it's real simple. You, at the end of the prompt, you just put --no, space, followed by whatever you want. If you want multiple things, you'd put a comma, so you'd put --no, space, camera. Simple as that. But as you can see, it's give this Astral Noir a camera there. It did in the other two examples as well. But as you can see here, these aren't very futuristic. They're almost just based in modern day cars with that vintage effect. You'll find that each style has its own strengths and weaknesses. I'm sure if you prompted more in depth, you could get something more like a futuristic car, but each style code's going to have that set sort of aesthetic that it favours, and certain subjects will work better with certain style codes and they won't, and that's all part of the fun, exploring with it and stuff. Do like these westerns. Next is Neon Violet Cubism. This is more of sort of an abstract, almost prismatic style. I do try and vary up the styles in each video, so you've got a little bit of everything. Really nice colour palette. This one's almost more like a two-tone one as well, so it sticks to that blue and those purples. I have been coming up with ideas for videos as well with certain themes. I didn't know it would be fun to do like a gaming edition, so like the best pixelated ones, or ones for like video game style aesthetics, maybe a horror one, maybe an anime one. So if you have any ideas for that, like I'm really into this, let me know and I'll definitely do a video, because I'm dropping it down to 10 so I can get them out way faster. These mechs are pretty cool too, like that dude on the right. It almost has like also like a digital pen sketch in these styles, especially in the concept car. Pretty cool, like it looks almost like it's done in coloured biro. I think that's a nice touch. Wild Wild West Ghost Town. This one was like the first style code where I was actually sort of drawing a blank, but like I said, I'm trying to do like a really mixed bag of everything, something for everyone. But yeah, I couldn't really think of anything more fun to do with these ones. Next is Astral Noir. Now I do really like this one. It has like almost like an oil painting effect, really sort of ethereal, dreamlike, really nice, and the images are really stunning. These astronauts go hand in hand with this art style. I'd love to know in the comments. I'm really curious to know what you guys use your images for, if you've had a load of success, if you found like a really weird niche that's working great for you, or even if there's any real artists. I think it's great to get inspiration to be like, I like that. There's a starting point for my next picture or whatever. There's so many use cases. A cool one would be custom wallpaper website or company or brand where you could incorporate Midjourney with set styles. You could build it in. Be a bit complex to do. They could type it in the design. It would come out with a custom wallpaper for them and them only. They can offer it up to the website for whatever. So many, like literally I could go on for forever and a day. So if you are like one of those people that's found a really cool way, or you're just enjoying it, then I'd love to know in the comments, get the conversation going. Do really like these Wild Wild West ones. I did want to lock it in. I said in my last video at 4 subjects tops, but I'm having a real hard time picking 4 perfect subjects. Thinking a cyberpunk one, a sci-fi one, a landscape, maybe something else. I'm not too sure, but yeah, so I thought I'd do a varied bag again. Next is Fluro Zombie-Core. Now this is one that I actually covered in an earlier video, art styles, and it does come out slightly different when you word it, but the colour palette on this is absolutely phenomenal. I love this colour palette, and it's one of the few gory ones that I'm a big fan of. Gives me major Red Dead Redemption, Undead Nightmares vibes. Really cool. And in putting this video together, like I really regret not doing like the Red Dead Redemption cover art, game cover art, now that text is so good in Midjourney and so easy to rectify. But you know, I might come back to it another day. These mechs are really cool as well. Getting a little bit of Bioshock vibes off that one on the left. But yeah, the colours look phenomenal. Be amazing for like Hollywood Halloween posters and stuff like that. Doom Guy, even sicker. He looks so rad in that colour palette, and it actually looks like Doom Guy as well. Speaking of Doom Guy, is there any gamers in there? Like the new game looks so good. I don't game anymore. I used to be a massive nerd. Don't game anymore because I don't have any time, and I don't want to spend any more time on anything that's not going to get me anywhere. No shade to anyone who games, but yeah, I would be tempted to get a console again for that. It looks absolutely so much fun. Next is PixelPink Glitchwave. Now this prompt particular in this style code, I could have played about with all day because the images it was putting out was absolutely stunning. Has like a really pixelated effect, as you can see, a lot of blues, purples. It does vary from subject to subject though. It's not quite as pixelated with other subjects, as you'll see as we go along, but it's really cool. And bear in mind, this is obviously only a star weight of 100. You can crank it all the way up to 1,000 if you want and see what you get coming out. But yeah, I do like this one. I like how it always adds some bloke in the foreground with the mechs, obviously heavily inspired by anime and stuff like that. Really cool. That dude on the right, pretty cool too. As you can see, it claws it back with that sort of pixelated retro gaming style with these Doom guys. They are absolutely wicked images. I really like that effect. And I'm thinking about changing it up. So obviously I don't have a huge following yet. Big shout out to all the ones who have subscribed. But I don't know what you're preferring at the moment. It's in my nature to show off the styles as much as I can. So I do 5 or 6 examples. But if rather I just stick it to like one picture and as many style codes as I can possibly cram into a video. I'll definitely mix it up a bit. But I just like to show them off basically. So that's why I've done it this way. Next is Rainbow Horizons. This has got to be the most bright and vibrant style code. And this is another one I blended. And it makes some really cool images. The colours on it are so striking, absolutely beautiful. Next is Astronaut Lost in Space. Now clearly they're not astronauts, but it's not lost on this style code because it looks absolutely phenomenal. Really goes well with this sort of cosmic subject. Absolutely brilliant. Next is Giant Mechs. They're pretty cool as well. That one on the right is almost just like a dust cloud of a mech. So yeah, I've been getting 1 or 2, and I do mean 1 or 2 comments about my accent, and I knew it would come. Yeah, I don't like my voice either, so sorry guys, you're gonna have to endure it. I realise how boring and dulcet it sounds, and I figured I wouldn't rob you by using an AI voice like everybody else, just because you know why. And I used to get bombarded and showered with God knows how many messages people I've not spoken to on Xbox Live just based off my voice alone. So I thought, oh well, I'll find my feet, I'll find my confidence, get the odd comment or 2 extra, people commenting on my voice. So that's why you've sadly got to endure this wonderful dulcet tone. But yeah, so that's basically me a way of apologising. I will get more confident, I will get better with my voice, but it is really weird talking into a mic. You shouldn't let it put you off though, just go for it. Next is Violet Vortex, and as I'm editing the video, I realised how many of these style codes are actually quite purple, so I think I'm going to be doing less purple in the next video. But yeah, it's some really cool images. That one on the left is absolutely beautiful. Like the one on the right, it almost has like a digital effect. You can sometimes see that like slight, in other examples I've done, you can see like barcode-ish effects in the background. Oh, these astronauts are pretty cool as well. They're pretty nice. So I thought these mechs are a bit of a dud, maybe not, might be your thing. Don't think it works too well with this style code, but I thought I'd share it nonetheless. I've got so many more, like absolutely fire, so many. I've got like the next 500 phenomenal style codes lined up, but I literally get an hour to 2 hours a night to get all the images, all the background images, edit all the slides, blah, 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 all the boring stuff. I'm already boring you. Hopefully, going forward in the future, I'll have more time freed up to get the videos out faster. The next one will be out sooner, and I'm going to mix it up a bit, drop it down to 10, and definitely try and keep 4 subjects. But yeah, I cannot wait to have more time on my hands to get them out faster for you. Do like those sports cars, they're pretty cool. So same again, falls a bit flat with this style code and subject, but I wanted to keep the same examples so you get a rough idea of what the style codes do and how you can best use them. Next is Fantasy Fusion Illustration. Now this one does have like a really sort of, the first thing I thought when I saw it with some other images I created was Link from Legend of Zelda. It has like a really wizardy theme, like illustrated effect, but yeah, it gives everything that sort of style. I had to laugh when these one come out, like, what's going on with that toupee on that astronaut on the right? I do try and share the funny ones because I think it's funny. It makes me laugh when some the AI does something really weird like, oh, I've got my helmet on, toupee, yes, that'll protect me. It almost gives everything sort of like a medieval effect. So these mechs are so cool. I was like, that is so different and so cool. So if that's a style you're looking for, maybe you want to do a comic book illustration or something, then this style code's absolutely brilliant for that. All these cargo ships are pretty cool as well. This one also works really well with space subjects. So I don't know if you can see the background. It does really well with like strange planets or cosmic subjects. Some of the background images I came up with were pretty nice, to be fair. These Doom Guy ones I thought were pretty cool. As more of like a sort of almost like a Warhammer Space Marines feel to them, and he's always jumping through fire. Really, really cool. Do like them. So here's another one where like obviously the style code and the subject go together really well. I don't think these are too striking. Pretty boring, to be fair, but they work really well together, and there might be somebody out there that thinks, that's exactly what I'm trying to achieve. So that's why I do always share all the examples. Next is Neon Neuro-Optic. Now I am absolutely drawn to styles like this. Think sort of futuristic, digital, holograms. Really, I mean, look how striking those images are, especially even like the wallpaper background. Absolutely striking. But I am beyond drawn to these art styles. I don't know if I'm like a moth to a flame, but yeah, it has quite a bioluminescent effect to it, as you can see in these astronaut ones. They are absolutely stunning, and I want to run them through Magnific AI or something and really bring out all that detail. These mechs are really cool. That one on the left, how it's put up like the shield, and all the effects in this style are amazing. When I get more time on my hands, I'm definitely going to revisit them, and I'm thinking about doing a whole trailer or a whole sort of short movie in this style code, because I think it would look amazing, especially seeing as you can do consistent characters in Midjourney. Doom Guy as well, look at that. Absolutely amazing, this style code. Like I said, I blended this one, really cool. I'd probably want to do Ghost in the Shell in this style, but yeah, these sports cars are pretty good as well, and there's people out there that are doing phenomenal stuff like that. I see so much of it on X, and there's so much potential with the tools out there now. It gets me so excited. But yeah, do really like this one. Next is Circuitry Overdrive. Just think huge yellows, sort of circuit, sort of cyborgy digital elements incorporated, really sort of glitchy collage effect. But I wanted to give this one some extra love, and there's a few more extra examples in this one because I couldn't not play about with it. I actually got lost a little bit with this one. I did got Wolverine coming up and all sorts, but yeah, these astronauts are pretty cool. That one on the left is absolutely wicked. It's just such a cool style to play about with. Even all the background images that I used, I was just like, I'm so going to get lost with this one. These cargo ships are pretty cool as well. That one on the left feels more like a garbage unit. It has like debris falling off it. Well, that was a nice touch, especially like that background image as well. Quite fun to play about with. These Doom guys, chef's kiss, so cool. It'd be so much fun to play the original Doom with maybe like a mod or something with this style over it, or even the new one. It would look absolutely just trippy as hell, almost psychedelic. It'll be so much fun to somebody modded it with this style. But yeah, definitely cool. So naturally, I wanted to do Johnny Silverhands from Cyberpunk 2077, which is another game I still want to play, maybe in another time. And if you prompt that in any version of Midjourney, you will not get anything near close. I find that, like, I've prompted that much, you find these weird workarounds, and just putting Keanu Reeves from Cyberpunk 2077 is a good workaround. And then I thought, well, Midjourney's really good with text now. A Blade Runner movie poster would be so good, and this spat out so many absolutely phenomenal. I took the seed number off at one point. So many phenomenal images, and it got the text almost perfect every time. I did notice it's slightly off on one of these, if you can notice, then hats off to you. And then I saw how yellow and awesome this style code was, and it was like, I have to do Wolverine, especially after seeing the latest movie, and it's well worth it. I won't spoil anything, but my take from it was a Deadpool or Wolverine movie, but it really pays homage to Wolverine and does him justice, and it is so good. Next is Neo-Noir. I realise how ridiculous that name is, but like when it first popped up with these first two images, I was like, oh, it's Blade Runner. That's the Blade Runner aesthetic from the original Blade Runner movie. That is phenomenal. But it does change slightly in the other subjects. Doesn't quite have that effect, but it is really cool. It is a super cinematic sort of art style. Really, it almost like gives it like really futuristic movie sort of IMAX effect. Like all the little glares and the lighting and stuff, really cinematic, really futuristic, and pretty cool. Yeah, so I go ahead and say all that, and then these mech images come out like that. Keeps the style though, definitely keeps the style, but not quite got that sort of cinematic movie effect. More maybe June-ish, but yeah, pretty cool. Do like those. These cargo ships are pretty cool as well. So I hadn't originally planned for the videos to be this long. I mean, who's going to sit through a video this long with my voice? They might fall asleep. Although I did think it'd be quite funny to, you can actually upload your voice to 11 Labs now, which is like a voice cloning software, and use it as an affiliate, and then everybody else can use your voice. And I thought, how funny would it be if this voice took over TikTok or something? I really don't think that would happen, but it did make me giggle a little. But I won't do that to the world, don't worry. I won't be uploading my voice to 11 Labs anytime soon. And if you have fallen asleep, then wake up. We're nearing the end. You did it, buddy. We're nearly there. This is the last style, Electric Dream Haze, and then we've got the bonus styles at the end, which are really cool. And this is the one of the ones I also blended. Really cool style. You can see what it does in the pictures. Absolutely cracking style. Like I said before, I'm really drawn to like bioluminescent blues and stuff like that when it comes to styles. Obviously blue being the best colour, as we all know. And these astronauts look absolutely wicked. I like that one on the right, really sort of retro sci-fi effect. And they're always just standing there whenever they find giant rockets or lasers. I mean, they're just AI images, and to look at it that way is ridiculous. But I would not be standing there, to be honest with you. I'd be like, yeah, I am out of here. Let's take that car. Doomguy was pretty cool as well. I thought it'd be quite fun to do a whole video with not just gaming styles, but like video game subjects. But then I'm still learning YouTube and what I might get copyright strike for. It does tell you before you upload, but I wouldn't want to put all that effort in and have it taken down. Might come back to it. Sports cars, these are really cool. That one on the right looks like something straight out of a Blade Runner movie, especially with all that rain effect. Yeah, it does happen. I've had it happen on a few other platforms where I've sent out a reel or something or uploaded something and it's been copyright strike by the artist. I'm like, I just don't get it. Surely if this blows up, that's only good for you. As long as my content isn't negative, that's going to get your song shared more, or this shared more, and more spotlight on you. It's very weird to me, but it does happen. And the long anticipated bonus styles, these are so cool. Ethereal Aurora up first, so mixing those two codes will get you the following. I used a few longer prompts, thought I'd try and give a bit more variety, but I did cheat in the upcoming slides. I'm going to fly through these, feel free to pause them and screenshot, by simply using just a dot. So I find if you use just a dot, well, especially when you're using sref random, it showcases the style code way better. Like it shows you what it's about basically, than if I use a portrait subject or something, and it's a way for me to be time efficient and lazy at the same time. Win-win. Next we have Vaportech Visions. I love both these style codes, and then when you blend them together it just takes it that one step further, especially when you look at images like this. How amazing is that? That's a pretty cool prompt to use as well. It's fun to use in general. I mean, look at that, absolutely beautiful. I'd love to know what two style codes you want to mix, maybe even not from this video, the previous, or your own style codes. You want to share them in the comments, I'll definitely have a play about them, might even feature them in the next video. Next is Phosphor Abyss. I thought it'd be quite fun to mix one of the really darker subjects with one of the more vibrant ones, both dark in nature, and it did not disappoint. Naturally I had to do Batman, quite fun, and quite interesting on the next one. Midjourney actually knows music genres, so if you prompt for like dubstep landscape, will be super sci-fi, reggae will be super like reef wave, chill wave. Quite interesting. I think it's quite fun to play about with. That spear's pretty cool as well. And then next we've got these crow dudes, they're quite cool. So that is all the styles. I will link, I've got some playlists going for you, so at the end of the video I will link the video to my previous style codes video and an art styles video that seems to be doing quite well. And if you have made it this far, you definitely deserve these fireworks. Huge thank you, it means the world to me. And if you, like I said, if you enjoyed the video, you wouldn't mind smashing subscribe, maybe hitting the like button. That way you'll get notified of my next video, which is going to be out way sooner. And, you know, you'll absolutely make my day. Get me closer to being able to do way more for you guys. I will link, I've got a playlist going for you, so some art styles and some style codes, a couple of playlists. I'll link them at the end of the video. The one on the right will be the previous style codes. There's 10 amazing codes in there, and the one on the left will be art styles that is doing quite well and people seem to be enjoying it. Peace out, all the best, hope you enjoyed the video, and see you soon.